Can you see that? Can you read that? It's about eating the frog. Eat that frog. The reason I posted that manually is because I don't have an image of it digitally, and I wanted to start off today's session at the Business Renovator live, getting us to think about goals. What are you looking forward to? Where are you going for dinner? What are you doing on the weekend? What are you doing on Monday? How about Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? You've heard me talk about the reticular activating system, which is something that we all have, and we use it whether we are conscious of it or not. The purpose of setting goals is really getting you to, and getting me to plant a seed thought into our reticular activating system, so it turns on our GPS mechanism, which moves us towards the ideal end results that we're looking for, the goals, the aspirations that we have, no matter what it is. Something that we use in my world is a diamond map, and in the diamond map, it's basically two intersecting lines, the center point being 0 and the outside extremities is 10. On the bottom of that cross is health and fitness. To the left is relationships, so personal and professional. To the right, adjacent to that, would be career. And above that, at the top, is financial. It's a way for all of us to check in as to where we are based on where we'd like to get to. So in order to be able to determine that, by creating the vision that we talked about in previous sessions, the vision helps you understand who you are, where you're going, and what's important to you. And knowing that, it helps you establish what are the goals that you need to want to make happen in your life in those 4 key areas. So if you have a starting point between 0 to 10, make a mark, say an X. X marks the spot on that particular axis, and go around all 4: health and fitness, relationships, career, and financial at the top. And once you've done that, join them and see what the diamond shape looks like. Is it perfectly even and balanced, or are some areas stronger than others? And then think about where you'd like to be ideally in your life, in your career, and for those 4 areas, and make another mark. And then again, do the same process and join those. And how different is that versus what your current situation is, your current reality? And what you want to do then is make your goals in each one of those areas. So health and fitness, you want to weigh 20 pounds less by such and such a date. You start seeing yourself being that way. That would bring you up from if you're a 7, it would bring you up to a 9. So you've got 2 increments to improve upon. If your bank account's not as buoyant or abundant as you'd like, look at what you have. What would you like, and what are some of the things you would need to do? Do you need to learn more to be able to become worth more valuable? Are there things you can offer as a service? Can you get if you're have a BCom, do you need an MBA? If you're an engineer, do you want to get an MBA degree? That sort of thing. Totally up to you what you want to do. So one of the things that you can do to help you also with your goals is to create a goal group or a mastermind with like-minded people that support you and would help lift you like the wind under the wings of an airplane. There's a wide variety of things you can do to manifest your goals, to make them happen, to keep you on task. When you're feeling down, people can lift you up if you allow yourself to ask for help when you're looking for it. I'm just going to borrow some ideas from one of my mentors. One of the things, there's a number of things in and around setting goals. You should have clear images. So a clear, specific idea, vision of what is the end result you're looking to move into, grow into. You want to check that it's written as if you've already accomplished it. Accountability, so having an accountability group, a mastermind accountability partner to help you keep your feet to the fire, and when you feel not like doing, when you don't feel like doing it, you'll have somebody to push the buttons and remind you why you're doing what you're doing. Confidentiality, be careful who you share your goals with, because some people, unknowingly often, maybe a family member, may feel that you're risking too much and they don't want you to hurt yourself. So they'll try to convince you to back your goal up a little bit. So be careful who you share it with. And there'll be just other people that just think that it's too risky. It's a challenge that you shouldn't take on because they don't want you to get hurt. Hey, James, good to see you, my friend. Been a long time. And know that as you're moving towards your goal, you're going to run across things that maybe, well, for example, when I was looking for a computer for free, I know it's crazy, right? Who would ever give me a computer for free? I had a process that I went through, and I followed much of what I'm talking about here today. And so I set the goal that I needed a computer, a laptop with a really decent screen, a spreadsheet, and a word processor. And I was testing this methodology out about making things happen in terms of setting a goal. And if you know what you want and why you want it and have a clear vision towards it, you're more likely to get it than if you didn't have any of those. So as a result of that, I ended up meeting some people and sharing my story and my vision. And some people laughed at me and thought I'd been smoking wacky tobacco or something, or I've lost my marbles, and thought, how could you get a computer for free? That's ridiculous. You have to pay for it. Well, I stayed the course and was testing this theory out. And lo and behold, I ran into people that actually thought like me. And somebody offered up their computer, and the caveat was that I could have it when they didn't need it. Well, the challenge was we needed it at the same time. So what I learned from that process is I needed to revisit my ask, my vision, my end result, and change it. I need to have a computer with a word processor, with a really good screen. It's got to be a laptop, a spreadsheet, and I need to have it at least from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on a daily basis. And oh yeah, I have no money, don't want to pay for it. And carried on looking for that with my day-to-day activities. I met a bunch of different people at networking events and shared my idea. And again, some people thought I was crazy. Who are you to think you could get a computer for free, just the way you've described it? And I just decided that those people were not in sync with my mindset. So I just discounted what they said in terms of thinking I was crazy. And I'd run into somebody else, and they gave me a laptop that was free, could have it 24/7. And I was so excited. I got it to the office, plugged it in, opened it up, and I went, oh, it's DOS. Okay, so I didn't fail. I got some more feedback and sort of more information. So as a result of that, using my goal group and sharing the idea, I revised what I was looking for. So again, spreadsheet, word processor, really good screen, available at least 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And oh yeah, it needs to be Windows. So each time I ran into a obstacle or a roadblock or a pothole, I revised the ask, the vision, got more specific about it. And as a result of that, a whole bunch of things happened. I was running a networking group called the Winner's Circle Networking Breakfast. I was the host, the facilitator, and made it happen. I had a whole bunch of wonderful people there. And as a result of that, I got some eyeballs on me from another fellow who ended up becoming a really good friend. And we worked together with both of our groups and a few others and created an awesome group of I think it was about 500 people on a weekend at an event when we had Brian Tracy, Mark Victor Hansen, and we did a speed dating version of networking. It was a little bit different than what I've seen here in modern times, but we would put people into groups and we'd have somebody facilitate the small group, and everybody would have an ask that we could support them with. Well, I ended up meeting a whole bunch of great people, and my ask was looking for this crazy computer that people said I was nuts about, to think I could do it and get it for free. Anyway, I ended up meeting a bunch of great people. And one of the great people I met became such a great person. He became a new friend, became a roommate, actually, later on in life. And he also, I think it was about 3 or 4 days after we had that event, where he picks up the phone. He says, "Hey, Phil, you know that computer you're looking for?" He says, "I think I have one." I said, "But when I call you, I need to get it back." So the point I'm making here is that you need to set your destination. You'll need to rejig your course information, because sometimes you're off course. What you're asking for isn't as clear as when you started. You don't know everything you need to know along the way. And if you're open-minded to think things like that, guess what happens? Stuff shows up. You'll meet people. You'll find a book that'll give you some information. You'll watch a podcast. You'll make new friends through your community. Your goal group will be global instead of in your local metropolitan area. So I encourage all of you to set your goals, set your sights, stick to what it is you want to do. No matter what anybody says to you, it's your goal, it's your dream, it's your aspiration. Go after it with a vengeance. So one of the things I have for anybody who's watching this is I have a little booklet. Well, it's not that little, it's about 5 or 6 pages. But the purpose of this book is to help you with creating your goals and your vision. So it's how to develop your vision. It's a workbook. All you have to do to get it is email me. My email address is right above here, phil@coachphil.ca. If this appeals to you and you would like to get a copy of it, send me an email. Love to hear from you. And if you'd like to have a conversation about business, if there's something I can do to help you with your goals, your vision, anything related around sales, marketing, and business, this live is predominantly about sales, marketing, and mindset. Love to hear from you. I'd like to hear the good, the bad, and ugly, and how can we help each other make the world a better place because of people we've helped serve and share the ideas we have. Have a wonderful, successfully beautiful day.